and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels, usually $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and I hope that you're all in the mood for some grumpy aliens because they are coming in hot in this episode. They're coming straight from space, ready to fulfill all of the fantasies that you never knew you had. Today, my guest and I are reviewing the Cozy Spice sci-fi romance Sunshine's Grumpy Alien, book 1 at the Love at Hot Mess Station series by Mina Goodwin. And you know what? I feel like this title basically tells you everything you need to know about this charming and silly alien romance that I loved chatting about with today's guest. So, something that I've realized is really cool about openly speaking about how much I love romance novels is discovering that people that I have known for years are also readers and romance readers, and that is true for today's guest. My pal, producer director Lindsay Hendrickson Lefler is here to explore this final frontier of a love story. It is a sci-fi romance where a sunny disposition shines through even in a setting, space, where I am not entirely sure there's even a sun. But listen, we are not here as science experts, unless it's the science of love between a fictional alien and a botanist who studies space plants. That we get into, and so much more in this episode. So please enjoy this review of Sunshine's Grumpy Alien. Oh my God, Lindsay. Welcome to this podcast, Too Stupid to Live.
Thank you so much for having me on today. I'm thrilled. Literally thrilled.
Oh, I am literally thrilled too. I feel like I recently just found out you read romance novels, and I've known you since a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
It's been over a decade at this point.
100%. Yeah.
Totally. I do. It is a guilty pleasure for sure, because you know exactly what's going to happen and you know how it's going to end. There's just never a question on how it's going to be.
When did you start reading them? When did you start picking them up?
I would say probably after college. There, you always I've definitely always liked romance novels, like Jane Austen is, we're gonna and I love those gothic romance novels, and I've always loved the classics, but sometimes it's a little too much, when you're riding the bus and you just need something a little bit cozier.
Yes, and that was something this book. It was very cozy. I felt cozy.
This was a cozy. This was like a little couch of a book.
It was definitely a couch book. I feel like I read it just in a few hours, lounging on my couch while it was raining here. It was nice.
It has been raining a lot for sure. I actually listened to it, which was an interesting ride because I found out after it was an AI generated voice, which made sense because sometimes the alien was British, but sometimes he was American.
Okay, that's terrible though. That to me is awful. That's I'm sorry, you need to sue because
And sometimes the voices did not match what was going on. They had a female voice and a male voice, they do sometimes, because I do tend to listen to them because I commute so much that I'm in the car all the time. So I listen to a lot of books on tape. I'm calling it a book on tape because I was born in another century.
Which are books on tape. I'll call them books on tape. Yeah.
Books on tape. Audiobooks is what they are.
I like the big, you remember it was those big things and it was all the little tapes and you would lose all of them. Yeah.
The plastic things that would open. Oh, I love those things.
Yeah. And it was I think my one thought is oh yeah, it teaches, I remember taking French lessons that way. Do you know what I mean? It's always I'm learning to be a better person using these.
Well, it's always the self-help, what's the dude from the 90s who was the big
not Dr. Phil.
Tony something.
Not Toni Morrison, but Tony.
No, not Toni Morrison.
But he's still around though. Tony Robbins.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Tony
big.
Robbins. Yeah.
He was a book on tape guy.
Popular with the dads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And look how they turned out. No, I'm just kidding. Dads are
No,
great.
No, for real.
Great job, dads. Dads, you're doing great.
Thanks. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I am like so mad about this like AI generated voice thing because like here's what I hate. Like if you're gonna use AI, double check your work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like no matter what you're generating, whether it's audio or like you're not gonna proofread to like so no one knows.
No one listens to this before it goes out?
Yeah.
At all? No. Because if there's not time to do it, there's certainly not time to check it, you know?
Right. Yeah. And it's like, come on, we need quality assurance here. I'll be the quality. I'll hire me to be your quality assurance person.
I think you have a business idea there.
Yeah. I will make everything you have sound as human as possible. And I'll just be like, you know what you should do? Hire a human, I think. I think that's...
You're giving it away for free, Becky.
No. Okay, so you said lately that you're into STEM romances. I love this.
Yeah, I've been reading, I want to say her name is Allie Hazelwood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like I heard an interview or something where she said that she was given money or something to write STEM books because they wanted to make science sexier for women or something. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Let's make science sexy.
Right. Yeah. It's like if you like it may like her books make you realize like, oh, my fantasy is to study physics. Do you know what I mean?
In the lab. I can't wait to put something in a beaker.
Yeah, like I can't like my set like it's like are people growing up with this fantasy of like one day I'm just going to be staying late at the lab and my old professor is going to be, you know, giving me a hard time and then I'm just going to run into a young associate professor, you know.
Like... And it's just so I work at a college right now and nothing could be less sexy than working at a school. And nothing could be frowned upon more than getting it on at a school.
Yes.
Right? Like, so I don't know.
It does make me nervous because I forget which Allie Hazelwood I read recently, but even he wasn't the professor, but like you know how there's like the part-time professor? I don't even know. But I was like, this still is crossing an maybe, I don't know.
No, I don't think that even part-time professors can get it on with their students.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not appropriate.
Yeah, not appropriate. I love that you've been reading it because I associate you as being such a theater person. And not that theater and science are opposite. They don't have to be. But I guess maybe I see it as that.
No, and I'm definitely like, I hate science. Like I definitely did very poorly in science. And I definitely had to retake my science course in college multiple times to pass it. I just can't, I don't have a grasp of it. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's why it's like a fantasy book to me where I'm like, I don't understand any of this.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because like they could be doing any type of science. And I'm like, we're here for the love story, not the science. So they could be doing literally anything and like
anything.
Yeah.
And they could make it up entirely because I would have no idea. Like I've read maybe like 3 or 4 of them now. I couldn't tell you what happens like science wise. I don't even know what they're doing. There might have been one about food, but I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah. All I know is that she just grabs him in the hallway and just plants a kiss on him. I remember that. I remember the green underwear scene. I don't know what science they were doing.
No. So unimportant. It's only about them disliking each other at the beginning, seeing that they kind of like each other. They're more similar than they thought, and then them getting it on, and then feeling bad about it, and then getting it on some more.
Exactly. So I'm taking in that you like an enemies to lovers trope. Is that your...
I guess I do. You know, all of this, like all these genres and all the categories, I'm intrigued because it's all very like upfront for you now. Like, here's what's going to happen and here's what these people are doing. And this is what you like. I never thought about it. Like I never knew what was going to happen, but I guess it is true.
Yeah.
That's the one that I tend to go towards. Like they hate each other in the beginning, but then they realize everything they know was based on lies or misunderstandings.
Exactly. And like all they had to do, like I love it because it's like all they have to do is just get out of their own way. And maybe I relate to not be like getting in your own way, to being stubborn, and I really I love stubborn characters.
Yeah, I definitely can relate to a stubborn character for sure. But also aliens because, with everything that's going on right now, with multiple presidents telling us there are aliens, and then the Congress people telling us they're aliens, but all of us are just too tired to even care. We're like, you know what? Why didn't you tell us this 20 years ago? We would have been really into it then. And right now you've just worn us out. I'm sorry.
So wait, they're telling us there's alien? I'm too busy reading alien books.
This week, Obama was like in his, you know how he does those like casual interviews where he's sitting back. He was like, yeah, they're aliens. He goes, I haven't seen them, but they're, yeah. And then the next day, the Cheeto was like, oh no, well, he came out, he said something that was classified that he shouldn't have said, but maybe I'll release all the files. So now he said that he's going to declassify all of the files.
Oh my God.
But we know how good they are at releasing files. And
right. They're going to
great job.
Do you think they'll just mark out the names of aliens?
Yeah,
exactly. Redacted.
Like a green body with like a big black box over the face.
It's like we're just protecting the identities.
Exactly.
Have you like always been like not like X-Filesy, but like what were your like I used to think like I still do. I think aliens are real. Like I just don't think they're interested in coming to Earth.
I know we're totally awful.
We're terrible.
Yeah, always my whole life. I mean, like Flight of the Navigator when I was a kid, I watched that movie over and over again. I'm obsessed with aliens. My mom used to listen to Coast to Coast. Do you know Coast to Coast? And so I used to listen to Coast to Coast with my mom when I was a teenager, and I still, well, until it got really like right wing, I listened to it, but I don't anymore.
Yeah. That's what always happens to our favorite radio shows.
I don't like that, like all that stuff kind of like swings to the right, because do you have to be like a MAGA person to just be interested in like hearing about other things? And even if you don't believe them, like it's a good story,
Yeah. Like there were like I feel like there was this like era of the good old days where you could have like a salacious talk show or a salacious radio show with someone absolutely bonkers, and people from both sides of the aisle would get something out of it,
Yeah, definitely could be bonkers together back in the day, but now bonkers are separate.
Exactly. And it's like, I miss those days. It's like there's something very comforting about like a Jerry Springer or like a Jenny Jones or something like that.
Yes.
Dr. Laura.
All get behind. Yeah.
Yeah. Good old days. Okay. So, the book we reviewed that we read is Sunshine's Grumpy Alien. I will read a synopsis real quick that I wrote literally 2 seconds before you signed on to this record just now. Okay. All right. When it comes to science labs, you think cold, sterile, orderly, but not the lab on Space Station Kepler 896, lovingly known as Hot Mess Station. It's not the mess that brings botanist Jenna Rose to her boiling point. It's Cregan, a blue, brooding, maintenance man alien, whose favorite word is basically a grunt. But when Jenna's sunny outlook photosynthesizes Cregan's dead leaf of a heart, she hypothesizes that the first law of loving a grump is vulnerability can only be earned if you are willing to be vulnerable yourself.
So true. So true.
Okay, so first impressions. This was I gave you a few, maybe one or two choices. You chose this one. What gravitated you towards this book?
Well, first of all, the cover is so silly looking. Like that alien looks so silly.
He looks like Shrek.
Yeah. Like, what's going to happen here? I also like that there were only like 14 reviews. I was like, you know what? This and the other one looks so serious. Like the alien was so like scary looking. And I was like, let's go cozy.
Yes. I absolutely love, like, I've been in my cozy era lately of just like monster, like things that are scary, but that they end up being like hot chocolate. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I do agree with you that the cover looks so weird. He like it's like I don't find he's like the alien's like wearing like like he looks like Shrek wearing a shirt.
Yeah, he has the little ear nubs out the side,
Mm-hmm.
and he's very big, like kind of like bulky, I guess.
Yes, he is. He is bulky. Like there's something like not. I mean, look, he's beautiful.
Please, he's blue.
He's a blue, beautiful man. He could have unbuttoned one more button, maybe. I mean, does that make me sound like a pervert? I sound gross. I don't like myself.
Well, I mean, it's a whole podcast about perving, so I think we're good. We're good.
And also, let me say that this was a drawing and alien. We don't have actual alien models who are posing. So
not yet.
Not yet. Oh my God, pictures. Okay, why do we keep? Okay. Okay, so our main character, Jana Rose, she comes to this space station, and she basically like works with like these alien plants, and she's like in this like situation where she thinks she's going out to like this space station that's gonna like make all of her career stuff come true, but like she shows up and it's like a literal hot mess.
Oh yeah,
I empathized with that.
Yeah, I think the top says like a hot mess space station or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hot mess, and they keep calling it exile. Like it's supposed to be like the worst place you've ever been in your whole life. Yeah.
Totally. And like for me, like it's funny because like I kept picturing like it was like the DMV of space in a way. Like you know when like you go into like a new, I don't know, like a doctor's office, and like you were on the doctor's website and you're like, this looks like it, this is glamorous, mm-hmm. And then you go into the actual doctor's office and you're like, this is not the picture I saw.
Yes. I kept picturing the like Alien, the mm-hmm. alien spaceship where it's kind of like I feel like they were like the maintenance crew or something like that, like it was dark, and things would spray at you like gusts of wind. Mm-hmm. That kind of situation.
Yeah. I was picturing I was picturing almost like, how like in hospital shows, like they'll be like, oh, let's go to the bottom floor, and it's like no one really uses it anymore and it's just storage, and there's like a light that's like in and out, and there's like boxes. Like that's what it seems like.
Yeah, definitely. Like broke down spaceship.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she gets there, but he's already been there for a bit.
He's already been there for a bit. We meet him, and he is just like, it's kind. He is just like this grumpy, like, but like has been like he has been exiled, like capital exiled. It wasn't he like she's just been like pushed out in a shitty way. He was like, you cannot be in our world anymore. So he's like an exile.
Yeah, and he's not taking it well. He's really over it, even though I feel like he kind of chose it, but that's for another moment. Yeah.
And he did choose it and all this stuff, but he like is kind of like, it was interesting because it felt like for him, like his world, like he was picturing like, it's like you remember like when we were kids or something, and like there would be like those old wives' tale, and it's like, oh, if you do this, you're going to be sent here. You know what I mean? Like it was like, and it seemed like that's what this hot mess station was to him his whole life. But like to her, she's like doing work, da da da. Like
that's one of the things they hit home like a lot, though, is how like cheerful she is and how she like will be happy no matter what,
Yes, absolutely. And like sometimes like I don't know if you run into this when you read books, but like I imagine that this character probably grated on a lot of people, like with her Pollyanna kind of attitude. And she grated on me. I related to her more than any other character. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what like, like sometimes like the most annoying characters in books, I'm like, I'm a people pleaser. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably be that jerk too, just trying to be positive because there's nothing else you can do,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they hit that one home though. Like I felt like that one was hit pretty hard. It's a pretty short book, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a novella. It was like under 200 pages or something. Like it's like you can read it in like a night, and or listen to it in a car ride.
It doesn't go too like deep.
Yes. And like what's interesting is that like I don't mind that it didn't go too deep. It doesn't have to go too deep. I did think that there were like different parts where like I was like, well, why is that? You know, and it has nothing to do with anything of the story. Like, and then I have to like remind myself, like, okay, don't worry about it. It's just about them.
I need way more backstory here.
Yes.
Yeah, I was interested in Cregan. Is that
Yes.
Cregan? Because that's not a human name.
No, but isn't it a name of someone on Game of Thrones? I don't know. Isn't Cregan Stark or something?
I don't know. I don't remember Cregan Stark.
I could be making it up. I've been thinking things in my head that are not real lately, and so like I thought I had an aunt with a totally different name that we don't have, and that name does my brain's going nuts.
Okay, yeah, okay. I don't think there is a Cregan in Game of Thrones because I've read those books also, which are also pornography books.
Those are pornography. I did read them. Actually, those are one of the first books I audiobooked. That's not a term. But fell in love with that narrator who does the books because he's like a lovely, like low British voice, you know, and was my British voice intro.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love a British voice?
I do too.
For an American girl, it's like, yay.
An alien who speaks with a British accent, and I'm just like, man, that's a dream.
I get it, Jenna.
Yes. And so, like you said, this was like a really short book. But like they are attracted to each other like right away.
Right away.
Yes. Instant. What are your thoughts on like kind of like that insta love thing? Like, do you like it or do you think they need time to?
I mean, I guess it happens, you know.
Does it? No, I don't
know. Yeah, I guess it does. With an alien, I mean, who knows? The pheromones from the plants were really pushing things along.
Yes.
But, love at first sight. I mean, I kind of did that with my husband, so I can't, you know, I kind of knew right away. So.
Do you read a lot of like romantic-y stuff or like werewolf stuff?
No, but I mean, I've done the Twilight books, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, not a lot of it. You know, I feel like I always try to start one and then I can never get through it. So it's not my genre.
I think that is totally okay. I had my craze of like being really into them, and then like it just like a few years ago I was like, I don't really need to read the next few books. Like I know they're gonna be fine. But like in a lot of them, like I feel like especially with like werewolves, it's like that is a love at first sight, but it's like also this like magical bonding thing.
Oh yeah, it's like that imprinting thing that they do.
Exactly. Yeah. And when he like fell for Rose like right away to the point where like he thinks something of like he didn't even know her name yet, but just like thought something of like her disappointment is my disappointment and my worst disappointment was being exiled, but hers would be so much worse. And I'm like, this is nuts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have to remember that he is an alien and we don't know what they were raised like on this alien planet. We don't know anything about their psychology.
True.
And the blue, you know, everything about it is foreign to us.
It is very foreign. And this is like another thing I had though, because it's like there was so much of like he like I wish they could like understand each other's cultures more.
Yeah.
And I wish I knew like how much humans understood, like how much they all knew about like a backstory of how much each alien and each human like knew about each other's culture, you know?
Yes. Like did they learn about these aliens? They've always known about these aliens. It's not surprising to her when she walks in.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
We don't know. And that was like, I feel like, not that I needed a lot, but like, I don't know, like this is obviously the future. We don't have a year. Not that it matters. Like, I don't, like, again, but just like something of like, oh, she used to watch Kryptonian like documentaries on PBS growing up. And then it's like, okay, like I have a little bit of a sense.
She knew that he could do this because she watched this PBS special or you know, she was in a school where there were also, you know, you know?
Yeah. And then like he knew stuff of like, oh, one time he spent a summer vacation on Earth and with his really rich family and they were in Saint-Tropez, you know, like just like things. Just what were their summer vacations like?
The summer vacation book needs to come out soon.
Yes, well, I just want like their prequel of like when they were kids, how their parents met, all of that stuff.
Yes. I need to know everything. I need the Dirty Dancing version of their growing up.
Yes, please. Okay, so what's very funny is that like she like one thing it mentions that she like has a bunch of romance novels with her, so that's like okay, because like she's one thing I hated is that in the future like space travel is real, but they haven't fixed like suitcase technology.
No.
She gets out of that thing and her suitcase explodes everywhere. All of her romance novels everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, he was on it though. Didn't he like jump right on it to help her?
Yeah.
So you knew right away he would be on it.
Oh yeah, he's on it. And like I didn't understand him because it's like it seemed like he was like a really good maintenance guy, but then it was like, well, why is this hot mess station? I mean, he's working with what he has, I guess.
I guess so. I was honestly kind of confused about it. Like he was just there to fix things, I guess, but what is this place? Why is she also there? Like why do they both know about it? I don't understand. I needed to know more about the culture. You're right.
Yes. And also and also like more about like what, like I didn't even know if she was the only human. I mean, this is the first book in the series, so I'm assuming she's the first human on Hot Mess Station, but like what did it used to be? Like no one, I'm sorry, but no one's going to build a science lab in space and be like, I'm going to build the most decrepit science lab. You start off with like a grandiose plan.
Yeah. What was it before?
Right.
Why did they even build it? Why is it still going? And why are they sending humans all of a sudden?
Exactly. And like, why is it? And like, it seemed like for her, like going there, like working at Hot Mess Station is like kind of like a joke, you know, like it's like she like is always passed over, people pleaser back on Earth, and it's like, oh, let's send her off, and like she knows that's the case, but like was it once like a cool place to go? Like I don't know. Yeah.
Was it like the place that they discovered, you know, some incredible new ion? I don't know what an ion is.
Sounded right to me.
This is why like they could say anything and I'd be like, that's
interesting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. She is a botanist and she honestly is working with, at first I thought she was bringing earth plants to this station, but then it seems like first of all, where did the plants come from? That was a question. Because she's a botanist studying these crazy horny plants.
Right. And I didn't know where they came from. I didn't know if they were there already or if like she had planted them or why they needed to be there or why they need, like, why do you need horny plants on a space station? And those plants, man, there was more talk about the horny plants than them.
Yes. I was like, okay, like I was kind of stunned by this. Like something that like truly, truly stunned me was, I know that like I did look this up yesterday. I went down my Wikipedia rabbit hole. Plants do have sex organs. And I vaguely remember learning about like photosynthesis or whatever the fuck, the stamen and the pistil, vaguely. But like these plants are like, it just seemed like these were like humanoid plants who were fucking each other.
Like it was like talking about it like throbbing and like pulsing and like spitting things out at them. And and it was dirty.
It was so dirty.
That part was going to be dirty too.
And it was unexpected. And there was a part where these plants are like having their dirty, sexy stuff, and she's like watching it with Cregan. They're both like realizing they're attracted to each other, all this stuff. And to be fair, it's a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to show you some pictures of horny plants. I'm going to share my screen real quick. I'm going to show you pictures of horny plants that I found. Please. You have to tell me if you were with your alien boyfriend or no, your alien love interest. Say that's like your first date.
Alien crush.
Your alien crush. How uncomfortable would you be? Tell me. Okay, TV plant descriptions.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So how uncomfortable? You're looking at this with Cregan. Like these two. One's like lips. The other one is very phallic looking. Like, would you be uncomfortable looking at this?
I'm uncomfortable right now looking at this. So yeah, probably.
Okay, get ready. So here is a description from the book. And I looked up stamen. There's this line of his stamen extended, thick and prominent, pulsing with a rhythm that made his mouth dry. I tried to find a stamen.
I feel like nothing about a plant doing that would turn me on, you know?
No. And are the plants moving? Like, is this like what's the movie? Little Shop of Horrors, you know what I mean? Like, can they talk?
So I became my pandemic thing was that I became a plant person. Like some people had bread, you know.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with plants. And around that time they had the Huntington has that big like death plant, the corpse plant. And it does like move, but I feel like that was the one that you showed at the beginning.
Oh, this this one.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're huge and they smell terrible. That's the thing also, like it's supposed
they gotta wash. Becky.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so if this plant is opening and it smells terrible and there's goo coming, I mean, I guess you know what? Everyone has their kink.
There is one part where like pornographically she gets goo like shot out at her money shot wise on her chest. And it was like, this is like a lot.
This was before they even like got it on or anything. Like they were still like, oh, I can't tell her how I feel. I got to get out of here. Like they were still in that mode.
They're still in that mode. And this stuff is happening. Okay, here's the next one. Okay. The pistils shifted into receiving position, splayed open. So I tried to find pistils. Splayed open. Would this make you uncomfortable?
Pretty.
It is pretty.
But still, no.
Yeah. I hear you. Okay. And then there was one that's like glistening with excretions.
Oh. Is that?
Those are flowers with like raindrops on them.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know what I was picturing with I don't know, plant splooge. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, okay, like, is this like lubricant? Like, what is going on?
Yeah. I've never seen a plant do that.
And then this is a picture of the entire, and so then it said the entire structure moved. It was thrusting. The plants were thrusting, pollinating.
Yeah.
And so I found this picture. Yeah.
Is that, but that's a dude doing it.
It's a dude doing it. It's like, I guess there's like a way, like you can, remember like when we used to like play Barbies and like make them fuck each other? I guess you could do that with plants.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it's
cross-pollination or something.
What happens when you do that? I don't know.
And then it said nectar flowed down the petals in viscous streams.
Tongue down there is so funny. And disgusting.
So disgusting. But like it was like these plants were lubricating themselves and jizzing. They had more fluids in them than the Atlantic Ocean.
I feel like no shade to this writer because you know what? I'm proud of her for getting out there and writing this. But I feel like she was more turned on by the plants getting it on.
Honestly, I was more turned on by the plants getting it on. I mean,
she was very descriptive with the plants. She was descriptive with the sex, but not as like poetically.
No. Like, and then this is the final one. This is the stamen contracted and expanded, driving deeper into the waiting pistils with each pulse.
Yeah. That's, I mean, yeah. I don't even know what to say, honestly, at this point.
I don't either. But it just goes to show you everything gets horny, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mean, do plants get horny?
I was like really fascinated by this. I got really stuck on the plants. I'll be honest with you.
I really feel like that was the part that she gave the most to.
Yes. Yeah. Which, you know what? Like, I kind of like, I do appreciate, because, there is something very funny of like, you like someone and you're attracted to them and you don't know what to do. And then you see something incredibly graphic and you're like with each other. Like, there is a fun, tense moment to that.
Yeah.
This fun, tense moment happened a gazillion times and happened maybe a beat too long.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, do flowers have like parts, or do plants have parts that like look like penises and vaginas? So I
Yeah.
went down this like Wikipedia rabbit hole to like look this up, and then all of a sudden I didn't realize that I was on the Wikipedia page for sex, or just sex organ, right?
Oh, just
And I'm
normal.
like
Straight up.
scrolling down looking for pictures, and I'm looking at these two pictures, and I was like, oh, this is interesting, and I'm like staring at them, I'm like, I've never seen something like. And then I realized I was looking at two human genitals close up for a really long time.
Wait. Yeah, I kept wondering, like, I was like, does this happen? Like, I was picturing, yeah, like one plant like reaching out to another and like grabbing it. But I don't know if that happens. Or is that what's special about this space station?
Maybe like it like they didn't even say like, are these like where the plants are, like are they from Sex Planet or whatever.
And why are they doing it?
Yeah. And I will say though, like, which I thought was going to happen more, but I do like the idea, like, there was that one part where it was like the pheromones were in the air and they both got really horny for each other. That was hot.
That was hot, but they didn't do anything that time. They walked away. They don't do anything until they're like trapped in the small place from the contamination, I think.
That's right. Yeah. Or don't they have like a first kiss when he like makes her something, he kisses her or something?
Yeah, maybe. Well, he like does something really nice for her.
Yeah.
He helps her. He fixes her plant station or something.
Yeah. He like makes her like a plant device or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the line that she had was actually quite like made me laugh out loud, which it was like, you knew I had a problem and then you did something to fix it. Like that was what she said.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it was like very bare minimum and like
that's what I'm saying. Their relationship was very much like, I like you. I was feeling I was in love with him. But the plant sex is like, they lavishly lift their petals to,
Yeah. I was like, it felt like the plants had more chemistry. Sometimes it felt like the plants had more chemistry than they did.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I didn't understand why they liked each other so much just right off the bat, for sure. I mean,
yeah.
But I also didn't understand why she kept liking him. But then he started being really nice to her. He started doing a bunch of stuff for her. And I was like, oh, okay, I would like that too.
Yes. He is like a maintenance guy. He's like Mr. Fix-It. Yes. Which honestly, and he's tall, which is like, that's really like, what a great guy to have around. Sure. But like, it's interesting because it's like, when does like it become her like taking advantage of him versus like, like, are they going to have an argument 10 years from now and him being like, am I your husband or your maintenance person? Right. And it makes me nervous.
I was also worried though, because they had a computer in the lab that was like commenting on every time they had sex.
Yeah. It seemed like there was an AI that was watching them.
Yes. And was like, hey, you guys have done this 4 times this week. Like, and then he was like, you have 380 tasks left to do. And I'm like, dude, this is not good for your work. You have to do your work, not just have sex with this human that just showed up.
Yes. Cause like once they like realize they love each other, like it's like they're together, they can't take 2 steps in this hot mess station without having to stop and fuck.
Yes.
And that's becoming a problem.
Exclusively, often in the lab.
Yes.
Yes.
Where like science like you're contaminating. It's hot. Don't get me wrong. Like maybe once, like,
yeah, like you can't stop yourself, but let's not keep doing it.
Yeah, it's like you have quarters, you have like a beautiful observation deck or something.
Yeah.
Also, do they have a boss? Like,
right? Who is the boss there? Who was even there other than them? I mean, they mentioned like 2 other guys.
Right, but like just seemed like they were maintenance people too. Like there was no one at the top floor like looking down on them saying, "When are the reports ready, Ricky?" Like there wasn't
Right?
that.
She was like exiled there. Like I don't was she the boss?
Well, wait a minute, because that's interesting, because that would like kind of it felt like she was beholden to something though.
Yeah.
People
Well,
pleasing.
yeah. But she was supposed to be like this brilliant scientist, right?
Right. Yeah. But like, doesn't she say something? Well, this was like another thing. It was like, are you like what? Like, because there were times where she was like, no one really likes my research because it's so niche or something. And then
Yeah.
it's like, but she's brilliant. And not that this matters. Again, this doesn't matter. But I'm
Right.
just like, well, who's putting this pressure on you? Because it feels like you got kicked out of the cool kids club and you're just putting all this pressure on yourself when you can just be having fun fucking an alien in a space
Right.
station.
Like, who's your boss? What is the timetable? Do you use Teams? Like that's what I need to know.
Exactly. Can you check email? Do you have a family? Does she have a family?
Uh does she mention her family?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think she does. He does.
He does.
He talks about his family a lot.
He has a family, and he's like from this planet where it was like very like it feels like it's like stuck in the past in a way where it's like you must marry for like we're like kingdoms almost.
Science. Yes.
Yeah. And so like and the reason he left was he was in like this like he was going to be forced to get married to like a woman who's from a prominent family, and he's from a prominent family, and that is why he left.
Yes, it was an exile thing only because he didn't want to marry someone.
That's right.
Yeah.
And seemingly he's the first person on this planet to have ever done that.
Ever. Well, I mean, that was also like, is that for everyone or just like, do we all have arranged marriages on your planet or just
right.
you're like a rich family or I don't know.
Like, do you think, okay, there's a part where he was like, like there's like the main crisis in this book is like he gets this call from his family and saying like, you can come back, be unexiled if you, decide like there's a new woman you can marry for an alliance, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he like hesitates for like 1 second. And she like kind of has, does she over freak out?
The whole day. I thought it was like an overnight thing.
Yeah.
Well, I was a little bit pissed off at him. I'm like, you're really considering this? Like, that's not, I would have been pissed off too, honestly. Like,
oh my God. See, I was like, I don't know if it's me, but I was like, this is what I don't understand about this book. I mean, there's a lot, but so I felt bad because like this guy must have been traumatized from his culture growing up, right?
For sure.
And like, he's just been exiled for less than a year. He is on a whole new like living for himself for less than like he reminded me of like someone from who is Amish on Rumspringa, like that is what he reminded me of. And he had that hesitation, and I'm like, should she have had more empathy for him given that he hesitated? I mean, I don't know.
I see what you're saying. I see that. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, oh, if we have this amazing connection and then you get a call from your family and you just instantly are like, I guess you're right. I don't know. Maybe I'm too sensitive.
No. Well, I mean, listen, you're in a loving relationship. You fell in love with your husband first sight. I'm doing it wrong somehow.
It was a really long time ago. I don't know if those things happen anymore.
God damn it. But also, I think like the pacing of this also is like I feel like the whole thing happens in the span of a week. So I'm kind of like, where is reality here? Who's right? Who's wrong? Because then there's also like when you're secluded with someone and you like hit it off with someone right away, like there is like, okay, you are moving way too fast. There was none of that.
Like she was already living in his room, like after the first time they had sex.
Yes.
And I also wonder, ADHD comes over my brain and
I love it.
What were you talking about?
No, she like how fast they fall in love. Was that it?
Yeah. No,
I know it's gonna come back. Call me at midnight.
At some point, right?
We'll get back to it
when I'm off.
But she like moves in right away. She has like other plants that her like normal plants, I guess, that she like brings in that she names Edgar or something.
She names him Edgar because there's some sort of E in the name. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the plants, like, that's the thing. The timeline was really confusing. Like, did they grow there? Did she have them already? Did she bring them? The timeline, I didn't know how long they had been there.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed like they were in a routine. I don't know.
They got to the routine, yeah. But it was like, they were already like, felt like they were like kind of like living the rules before they set the rules, you know?
Right? And who was making these rules?
We don't know.
We don't know.
And like, also, I'm still confused about this scientific study that she's part of.
Yeah.
What's
if
the end
she's
game?
So niche, who wants this?
Yeah. And I'm like, it costs money to send someone anywhere for work. Right? Obviously, there was like some level of investment of you put her on, not a plane, rocket or whatever, to send her off. You're on someone else's dime, even if you're giving her a shitty time.
Right.
Like, someone's invested in
this. Housing, you pay for her food.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah.
The insurance alone to send someone up to a mess of a. I don't even
imagine
premiums.
Could you imagine like them being like, listen, we don't have an LLC.
Listen, our insurance just won't cover this. I'm so sorry.
Go at your own risk. Work at your own risk.
Hot mess. Yeah, I wonder if like the name Hot Mess Space Station makes the insurance go up.
Maybe. Yeah. If you're going to name something Hot Mess, I definitely, if I were looking at the risk analysis.
Yeah, you might pay the price for that.
Yeah. Kind of on them. They have a really bad branding department, I would say.
Yeah, I think they weren't thinking ahead. Especially for a science place. Like,
yes,
we're going to go to like a science journal and we're going to publish an article and we're going to say all of our research is from the Hot Mess Space Station.
Yeah.
Already done.
Yeah. Like if you named it Harvard, then I'd take it seriously.
Right? Some tree or some very famous person's last name.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, but Hot Mess Station, like you're just that sounds like a sitcom that I'd love, which I
I would like that actually. Anyone listening, please take note.
Hot Mess Station. You mentioned having a green thumb during the pandemic. She names her plants. Did you like find yourself personifying your plants or giving them names?
I do. I named one of my plants. I named the first plant that came to me, and she's still here. She's a fiddle leaf fig.
Okay.
And we've been through a lot in the last few years. And she's lost a lot of leaves, but yes, I named her Gloria. But otherwise, no.
Mm-hmm.
No. I do love them though, and they do grow. Like it's really interesting to see to reproduce your plants, like to be able to do that. It's very cool.
Yeah, I love that you just said you love them, and it's like you really feel an affinity towards them. That's so sweet.
It's funny because you see them like move and grow and like they're living things in your house. Like I don't feel the same way I feel as my 3 cats, but I do. I love them. They're living things in my house, you know?
Aw. See, I am a bad plant person and they just became like something that I had to clean, or like not clean, but it was like maintenance, and I kept killing them. I got fake plants, and it's like, look how great they're growing, and they're plastic. But but not like hearing you talk. It's like making me want. Do I want to cultivate?
I could start. You know what? I could give you some cuttings and start you off. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this.
I have some actually growing right now that I could give you. Yeah. Because you can just like cut your plants off, certain plants, not every plant. Like you cut them off, you stick them in water, you've got another plant, you know?
Yeah. And it just like, and also you're like helping the environment and like.
I have never seen any of my plants get it on though.
Well,
like, I feel silly if I'd seen that.
What if they were just move the pot closer, Lindsay? So I can finally tell her I love her.
Oh, I can thrust my stamen.
I would love to read that. 2 plants on a windowsill. They're like a foot apart. All they want to do is fuck. But the owner, the human person, won't move the 2 potted plants closer together.
Just don't know.
That's Romeo and Juliet.
Right. I'm trying to think of a good Romeo and Juliet pun with plants, but got nothing.
Listen, it'll come to you. Again, call me. Call me when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I have another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's a moment where like this is kind of further in the towards the beginning of the story where she's kind of like letting her guard down. If this is post they witness the plant sex, he
Mm-hmm.
goes to the observation deck to like clear his mind.
Yeah.
Do you have a place where you like to clear your mind?
Oh. What a good question. I have an area in my house that I've set up with my plants actually, with my
Oh,
chair and my plants where I can sit and look out my front window. Because yeah, I
that's
guess
so sweet.
that's the spot.
That's the spot. That's the
Mhm.
spot. Yeah. Cause like they were talking about like different like weird things people do. Like I sit on my like when I need to clear my mind, I sit on my couch sideways.
Mm.
I live in a studio, so it's like really exciting when I sit on pieces of furniture in a different way. It's
I
like I'm
live
in a new room.
I live in a two-bedroom apartment with a lot of people and cats. I get it.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, this is like I was like, oh, this will be my reading nook. All I have to do is put my feet on the couch. And I have a reading nook.
Exactly. See, you are a Jenna.
Yes, we really are.
Yeah.
Um, she also like makes him pasta
Mm.
and which was like a very sweet thing. Like they're doing these like I feel like their love language is like acts of service, you
Yeah,
know.
that was sweet. I
Yeah.
like that part.
I like that part too. I love the fact that she like made food for him
Mm.
and like I guess Murphy was like it's really dangerous if you use the burner here blah 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 and she's like it's
Mm.
worth the risk. What food for you is worth the risk if you were going to give it to Cregan that you love that you have to make on Hot Mess Station to
Oh.
share with this guy who's an alien that you have a crush on?
Oh, definitely gumbo. I love
Ooh.
gumbo. And it's
Yeah.
so difficult to make too. So like or not difficult, it's just like time consuming, you know?
Mhm. You're in there for a
Like,
while.
yeah. So yeah, I would say gumbo.
Mhm.
But I don't know if I would trust shellfish on a space station, especially hot mess space station.
Yeah. They're definitely not plugging in that
Yeah,
refrigerator.
maybe just a sausage gumbo. No.
Yeah, yeah. Or like I mean, I know vegan gumbo isn't really a thing,
Mm,
right? Is that a thing or no?
no. I mean, I guess you can make gumbo of anything.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's more of a idea than a set. I
That's
don't know.
exactly what they
What am
thought.
I saying? I'm not even from
I have an idea.
listen. I know everything. No.
So, okay. Finally, like, there's this lesson that, like, Cregan needs to learn of, like, okay, like, Jenna wants him to be like, I want to be with you. I'm here to be with you. But I need you to, like, choose yourself. Or, like, what was it? Like, choose yourself before you choose me or something.
Yeah, she wanted to know that he wanted to be there and that
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't just doing it out of some sort of obligation, I guess, or that it was what he wanted rather than what she wanted, you know?
Yes.
I get that, I guess.
I
Yeah.
get that too. And it's so interesting because it's like, how do you prove that? Jenna seems to me like an overthinker. And it's like, okay, how are you going to prove that to Jenna, who's going to like think her way out of it, you know?
He all he really said was that I wanted to stay, and she was like, "Yay!" Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't hard for
it
him.
really wasn't. He
Yeah.
like fixes up her lab a little bit, like one night
He stays
where,
up all night, right?
yes, he stays up all night and he like puts in new storage, like he makes it cute.
Yeah. He beautifies it for her.
Yeah, he definitely makes it, you know, more her, if you
Mhm.
will.
Mhm.
And it was like, okay, he did that. Um, and that was the thing that like got her to come around.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Meaning, like, kind of like placing them there longer, kind of
Yes.
putting the time in to make
Yeah,
less of a hot mess.
exactly. Like,
Mhm.
honestly, it felt like his maintenance work and the plants were really the sexiest part of this book. Even though I liked the sex scenes.
The sex scenes were good. I mean, they were standard, right? Like,
Hmm.
didn't nothing new. A
Hmm.
lot of the same stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
but I will say the plant stuff and the maintenance, yeah.
Yeah. Plant stuff in the maintenance. That was hot.
I guess like for a spicy romance, the sex isn't the only thing that gets to be spicy.
That is true. That
Mhm.
is true. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like really like, I thought the hottest scene was when they were in his room because they were in their private place where they should be, you know.
Yes. For once.
I mean, Jesus.
I mean, every sex thing, they're like, it's really hard there. Are you okay that I'm pounding you on this hard floor? She's like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I
She's
feel
like,
like
I
that was
need it.
yeah,
Yeah. She needed it. But like
me.
finally, like it was like the one where like I guess like she like it was the one before she was like she wanted to say I love you.
Oh yeah.
But she didn't. I thought that was a
Right.
good scene. I thought it was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. I thought they were, I mean, it was hot. It
Mhm.
was just like, I don't know. They waited a long time.
They waited a really long time, and also, not that this is bad at all, but like if we're gonna read aliens having sex, what, like I wanted him to have a really weird dick. Like I wanted his dick to be weirder.
She was just like, it's big. I'm like, oh, is it blue? Is it like, can he do certain things because he's an alien? Like,
Exactly. Like what? Like there are so many alien romances out there. The dick. There are so many interesting dicks galore.
he
Like I
was
feel
just
like
a
it's like
blue
the
dude.
yeah. It was just blue and big, and it's like we could get that at the store.
Let me see what your weird alien dick can do.
Yeah. Like does it vibrate? Does it like
Right?
something?
Could it
Yeah.
glow? Like,
Oh, that would be amazing.
turns pink. I'm anything.
Anything interesting, and I'm so like I am read this and I'm like I'm glad for them. I am glad that she enjoyed it, but I just felt like I wanted something weird.
I mean, if you're gonna have sex with a blue alien, you want like a weird story, right? Like,
Yes, you want to like when it's time for her wedding and she flies back to Earth and they're like, well, you gotta tell me what this dick is like. Like she needs to have a story.
yeah, she's like, do you know that it splits into 3? Or like, one wraps up around the top, like anything.
Yeah, the other one like it holds your hand at one point, like
It's caressing your hair softly.
yeah, it compliments you, it talks, it's crazy.
Yes. There are so many possibilities in this book that were
Mhm.
unfound.
Yeah. And again, I think that's probably why I liked it was so short because it was like, it's like a one and done kind of thing. If it was longer,
Yeah.
I feel like kind of the stuff that was like, oh, why can't his dick be weirder? Maybe would have bothered me a bit more because I'm like,
Yeah.
but
It
yeah.
was short, which honestly, my brain is so fried these days that I'm like, that's good. Short's good.
I need short. Like, I feel like, are you thinking like because like there's a lot of books that I'm like this is now too long and I like reading and I'm like 400 pages.
I don't, how am I going to do that?
Yeah.
When my brain only functions sometimes.
Yeah.
And other time I just feel turmoil.
Yeah. Like it's like I need plenty of time to worry in between my reading.
Please. How am I supposed to read this when I worry all day long? Come on.
I know. I have like this has so much to do. I only have so much time to read this.
Really? Oh my God. It's true. That's all true.
Do you read other stuff other than romance? Or are you just like mostly?
Yeah, I do. I read a lot. I've always been a big reader. I'm an only child. And I didn't have, we didn't have iPads. So
right. I'm an only child. My best friend was Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you how many Babysitters Club books I read. Yes, I love reading everything. I read a mystery before this.
Okay.
I'm a total like classic literature nerd. Like my favorite books are Jane Eyre and The Count of Monte Cristo, which is like the best book ever.
Those were my two those were my two favorite books I read like in my I read them in high school and I feel like those two books were like the ones that I did well on. The other ones I hated.
Those ones. I read those ones more recently, not in the last like 15 years. So.
Did you? This is a current events question. Did you see Wuthering Heights? What are your thoughts on Wuthering Heights?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm dying to because I've obviously read it once, and actually, controversially, I don't really like that book.
Okay.
I have such a problem with the characters.
Yes, it's really interesting because I read it recently, like within the last year again, and I was like, thinking, and then I had seen other adaptations and was always like, how come they never do the second half of the book? Because he really is a terrible person.
Oh my God.
There's nothing romantic about him at
No,
all.
the fact that all the movies are always like these romance novels, and I just hate them. Like, it's just, and I even read it again because I was like, this is such a classic and it really feels like it's up my alley. I'm going to read it again. No, I still really, really don't like them.
Yeah. It was like, I liked it because it felt like I don't, like the movie I loved for some reason. I don't know why. It was not like, it wasn't the book. It's not the book. And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
I was okay with it. It was still sexy.
So you saw it then?
I did see it. And like, okay, the kind of reminded me like, okay, this is a long-winded thought, but I have a niece and she loves playing make-believe and she likes to pretend that she's like Sleeping Beauty. But when she reenacts Sleeping Beauty, we're not playing the story of Sleeping Beauty. It's like Sleeping Beauty goes to the store, or like Sleeping Beauty takes care of a baby or something.
Okay.
And there's something very playful about it. And with this latest movie, where it was nothing like the book and it didn't care, there was something very playful about it. It was like adult make-believe.
Yeah, it's like a fan fiction almost.
Exactly. Yeah, and I was like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this.
I like the director a lot. Like I love Promising Young Lady. Like I think, and I loved her on Call the Midwife. I mean,
yeah,
she's great. I love her. I haven't seen it yet. You know, it's hard to get out to the movies. But
I know. Yeah. It'll come on HBO or something or whatever.
Like the minute you pay for it, it's free.
Yeah, it'll be free. And yeah. And like, listen, it's like, also like, just imagine the hottest people in Wuthering Heights, like what you did when you read it in high school, and that's the movie.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
For me, it was Heath Ledger. And yeah, it was Heath Ledger was my Heathcliff. I remember thinking that.
We just saw the what's the other Colleen Hoover that came out? Regretting You?
Yes.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Thoughts on what are your thoughts on Colleen Hoover? I've only read one.
It's like reading garbage, but you can't put it down, you know?
Yes. She does grip you.
Yeah, I've read a couple. I read It Ends With Us because I'm one of those people that, like, even if I know that I'm going to hate it, I want to read what everyone's reading. Like, I want to know the story. I want to know, like, so if it's popular, I'll probably read it, you know, to see what it's about. Like the Dan Brown books or whatever.
Yes, know? I remember that. Yeah. The Da Vinci Codes or whatever.
Yeah, so that was kind of how I felt about that one. And then there was another one I read, Verity.
Yeah.
And that was the same thing. Like, everyone was reading them. I'm fine, read it, you know. But I can't say that I love them. Like, I don't love her. I think she's kind of you know what? I don't want to say bad things about people.
No, but you don't have to. But like, I know what you mean though. Like, I feel like sometimes, like, and I feel like there is a little bit of like a Wuthering Heights thing with her stuff where it's like maybe something that feels a little problematic is maybe a little romanticized, and it's like, not that, but like, it's like we can take in and read books however we want. Like, there's nothing, no one's doing anything wrong by enjoying a story. But like, I don't know. I just like remember a few years ago there was that Colleen Hoover like coloring book that came out, and like everyone got like really mad because they're like, her books are about like domestic violence. You know what I mean?
That's what I always. I mean, that was what was weird about like It Ends With Us. You know, that it's about domestic violence, and they market it like a romance. That's
right.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
But maybe that's part of the problem with our society.
Yeah.
I can get into capitalism, but I won't.
I know. It's too late. It's too late. We're doomed. Yeah. We're too doomed.
No, we're late stage.
Okay. I am going to ask you your final thoughts on this Hot Mess Station, or her Grumpy Alien, and a rating. So give your final thoughts based on how much you loved reading it, or just how much fun you had reading it. And then for the rating, okay, I usually do like 1 out of 5 or like 5 out of 5, but right now I'm thinking, you know how like she was talking about Edgar and it like wilts based on her mood, you know? How wilted is your Edgar the plant?
And like more wilted is bad and less wilted is
that's
good.
what I'm thinking. Yeah. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm not a botanist.
Yeah,
you know more. You know more about plants than I do.
I think so. I'll give you like a degree.
Yes. Yeah. That's it. Degrees. Yeah.
You know, I didn't stop it. Like I had to listen to it for this, but also I think I would have finished it.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was just fine.
That is exactly how I feel. Like, I feel like that it was like it did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I wasn't blown away, but I also wasn't like annoyed.
Upset. It was fine.
It was fine. Yeah, so it's like a bear, like Edgar's hanging in there. My Edgar is hanging in there.
My Edgar's, you know, he's kind of like, what's like, here we go.
Yeah.
Like here, like half.
Yeah, he's like up. He's wilted, but he's like, there's some.
He has a little life.
Exactly. Like there's some foundation there, you know? Yeah.
He's not full wilt.
No. This isn't a full wilt. This isn't a full wilt book.
No. So if you want a non-full wilt book, read this one.
Yes, just a fun. If you like alien romance and you just want the dicks to be normal, this is also good for you too.
If you're like, I really want an alien dick, but I don't need it to be weird.
Then definitely get this series. I feel like that's a really good endorsement for the Hot Mess Station series.
And it is a series, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like, because it ends with like a new lady scientist coming on. Yeah. There's a part of me that's like a little curious.
Always, right?
Yeah.
That's how you get sucked into these things.
I know.
Yeah.
Because haven't you noticed? Like, I sometimes feel like the second book of a series is always like really good.
Like they get it.
They're in their flow, you know?
Yeah. Yes. I love a good series.
Yeah.
It's comforting because when you end a book, that's always so sad.
I know, because it's like you don't want to leave. It's like your summer camp's over or something.
Yeah, like I still miss characters from books that I've read where I'm like, oh man, I get to know what they're doing. Yeah.
And like, I know that like when I feel that way and I'm like, I know I can always go back and reread it, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
On that note, no.
Okay. Alrighty. Great.
Lindsay, thank you so much for doing this. It was so delightful to talk to you. I have to get you back on so we can talk more romance novels.
Yes, I would love to. Thank you for having me on. I've had a great time.
Oh, good.
Great to talk to you.
This was so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Too Stupid to Live. I hope you have a sexily exiled rest of your day. 'Cause I just